Hi people, and now my Chili Con Carnage crew is Chili here from Live Listen Race, bringing you a special episode. We're going to be talking about Linkin Park and this whole saga that's going down in regards to the news, of course, that is the new vocalist from Emily Armstrong. A lot of people have come out of the woodworks and said that, this is not a good vocalist, and rightfully so, they can make this point, because, anything that falls short of Chester Bennington, of course, up to them, is going to be not a good vocalist. In my mind, I don't know if she is the right fit, but that doesn't mean that she's not a good vocalist. I think she is a very extremely talented vocalist. I just don't think she's the right fit for the band. I've listened to this new song, and I'm going to give my thoughts in regards to it on this episode, because there's a bit to talk about when you are unraveling such a thing. So let's take a look here, for example. Linkin Park has a very, very passionate fan base, and, myself included, this is music that goes all the way back to, our childhood, and we are very attached to this music at the end of the day. So rightfully so, people are going to be complaining that, oh no, this isn't just a Bennington, and it's a very tricky situation when you're trying to replace the singer of any band and replace him with a new singer moving forward. It's extremely talented, because you have really two ways you can do this, or three ways technically. The first one is, do you find an exact replacement for the singer, or do you find a new replacement, as in like a new style pushing forward for new music, which is something that looks like it's going to be happening with Linkin Park, or three, do you just let sleeping dogs lie and just let it be. You can just let the band retire, and so be it. And I've got a few examples that I just wanted to point out here at this point in the juncture, because we could talk about, for example, the two bands that I'm thinking of right off the bat, Soundgarden and Alice in Chains. Both have extremely talented vocalists, and of course, there is the ties that link into this. So, you look, Soundgarden obviously have Chris Cornell, and he was an extremely talented singer, rock in peace, and, he passed away. Now, it doesn't look like Soundgarden are going to be touring or doing anything new as of late, because, they're re-releasing some old material, but that's about it. They're not going to, record a new album. They're not going to be doing anything of that kind of thing. It doesn't look like they're going to be coming back for any kind of tour. It looks like Soundgarden is done and dusted. That is it, and that's probably for the best. At the end of the day, that was a fantastic band. We've always got that music. Well done, You cannot take that away from us. On the other hand, you've got a band like Alice in Chains. Again, fantastic singer with Lane Staley. Unfortunately, passed away. We've got the music. We've got the first 3 albums and 2 EPs and all that music that comes alongside it. All the live records and shit like that. Then you've also got the fact that they replaced their singer with William DuVall, and he has recorded 3 new albums with the band, and they have obviously toured ever since. Now, this one is a bit of a funny one, because William DuVall is a great singer, and he sounds exactly like Lane Staley. So, it's a bit of a funny situation. Obviously, they've gone for the replacement, but they want to find the exact replacement. And that's where William DuVall came in. It also helped that Jerry Cantrell was very, very very, very similar to, of course, Lane Staley in his vocal styles as well. So there is these two factors when you're looking at, how a band should move forward. And then we come to Linkin Park at the moment with Emily Armstrong, and of course a lot of people have probably been making the assumption, she's a woman, she can't sing. That's bullshit. We've seen what Spirit Box can do. We're seeing what bands like Ginger can do, as far as vocalists can do, with their performance and their abilities. It's not like being a woman holds you back. It's not that at all. But I don't think Emily Armstrong is the right fit for the band. And it falls into a simple category of, look, she isn't Chester Bennington, and obviously she's never going to be Chester Bennington. But, her vocal styles are just not on the right wavelengths. They're completely different. So I'm trying to get my head around what the band are trying to do, because obviously they've recorded new material with her, or have been for the last couple of months under secrecy. And I have to wonder what they're trying to achieve moving forward, because, if you are not going for the exact replacement, which it looks like Linkin Park are doing moving forward, then you also have to keep in mind, whoever you've got to replace the singer has to be able to perform these vocals, and yeah, you're going to be performing them, but it's going to be extremely weird. Listening to, of course, Emily performing in the end, or, all these other big tracks that Linkin Park have done so in the past, and I just don't see it landing. It's just gonna feel so odd. It's like you've got a completed jigsaw piece, and there's one piece missing. It doesn't fit, and you're using a hammer to just smack it into place. Like, yep, done and dusted now. It isn't working for the band, and I'm very hesitant as to what the new album has to offer. And look, at the end of the day, a bit of background about myself. I've been a Linkin Park fan since back in Hybrid days. This is how far back I go. Like In the End was that video clip that I always played and recorded back in the day, and fantastic. Meteora, great album. Reanimation, of course, the remix album was, not the remix album, the collaboration with Jay-Z. All of these are fantastic records. Moving forward, it was a bit of a funny time, and I fell out of step with them. I just didn't like their music after Meteora. I'm one of those fans, I guess you could say, but I still have my theories. I still have my opinion on the band and how they should be moving forward. I just don't know. Look, when the new album comes out, I'm going to approach it with an open mind. I'm not going to be as close-minded as I was for the records that they released in the past. I'm going to be intrigued to see what it was. I just still can't shake the notion that Emily Armstrong is not the best fit for the band, and I don't think she ever will be. Obviously they've gone for that approach, which is new style moving forward, Linkin Park version 2.0, whatever you want to call it. It's not going to be the same band, obviously. But if that wasn't their intention, then they have done a serious misstep. Because at the end of the day, they could have done something like taken a Linkin Park, taken a band that was, let's say, a covers band, or something like that, a tribute band. That's what I'm trying to think of. They could take a Linkin Park tribute band like Hybrid Theory or whoever you wanted to pick out of there, find the lead singer and go, all right, you're our new vocalist, which has been done in previous bands as well, like Yes. So, it's not like there's any shortfalls. It's not like there's any singers out there who can't perform like the Chester style. There are plenty, but they're few and far between. And the easiest way you're going to get it is, of course, to go through and go to these tribute bands, because that's what they sing to his style about. Anyway, I guess at the end of the day, my thoughts are that Emily Armstrong really isn't the right fit. It's going to be different. It's going to feel very weird. I don't know if they should really fall under the banner of Linkin Park. I feel like they should rename themselves, but ever so slightly. But, fuck, that's bands at the end of the day. You are replacing singers, you are replacing guitarists, and that's just it. It just feels like, though, when it comes to Linkin Park, not to be disrespectful to the rest of the band, you could replace the entire band, except for Chester Bennington, and you probably wouldn't have any differences when it comes to live performances, or even maybe possibly writing material. But when you replace Chester Bennington, that is where it starts to unravel. And of course, with his unfortunate demise, you are forced with two options. Well, the three options. You have to find the exact replacement, you have to find a new replacement, change the styles up, or you can leave it be. Obviously, that third option is not going to happen. So it's more likely that we're going to have a new style moving forward. I just think it's going to be a bit odd. It's going to be very curious, and I'm going to keep a very close watch in regards to this. But as always, tell me your thoughts below, because I'm curious to hear what you think of, the replacement of Emily Armstrong. I want to know, do you think she's a great singer? Do you think she's an appropriate replacement? Or do you think that this whole project moving forward is going to be in shambles? Just let me know in the comments below. Of course, as always, we're going to be doing the review, so keep an eye out on that when it comes to the end of November when that record drops. Anyway, have a great day, do the socials and do the things. If you've enjoyed this content, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to us, and stay notified for future music-related content, because it keeps our manager happy at the end of the day. We are also on Discord, Instagram, Facebook, and all those other social platforms if you want to check us out. As always, people, you have a great day and stay spicy.